Next story is one of extraordinary courage, resilience, and transformation. Meet an army officer who, despite losing his sight, refused to lose his vision. A decorated soldier, an accomplished para-athlete, and an inspiring leader. Lieutenant Col Dwarkesh redefined what it means to overcome the odds. In an exclusive interview with News9, he shares his journey of triumph from the Siachen Glacier to the national podiums in swimming and shooting, and his mission to inspire a more inclusive future for all. This is a story of grit and the relentless pursuit of excellence.
In last 3 years, I have taken part in national Paralympic competitions and won 9 medals. I hold individual national records in both shooting and swimming. In 2021, I took part in an expedition to reach the world's highest battlefield, Siachen Glacier, at 16,000 feet. I also cleared the UGC NET exam, all with my eyes closed. I am Lieutenant Col Dwarkesh, preparing for World Cup's parachuting schedule 2025. I had to face fear of the dark and fear of the unknown. In hospital, I had 30 implants in my face for multiple fractures all over the head, a 30 centimeter long implant in my left arm, my hip was dislocated, and I could not get up from the bed for the first few months. The doctors informed my parents that I'd be blind forever. My father did not reveal this to me completely. For the first few years, I was made to believe that my eyesight would be restored somehow. So my parents tenaciously took me to many hospitals, temples, and whatever they believed could get my eyesight back. I was always hopeful that I will get my eyesight back, and every day I would spend hours in the hospital praying that I would get my eyesight back and be in the army. Ever since childhood, I've only dreamt of being an army officer. I've been a sportsman, I've been an NCC best cadet, I was extremely fit, and suddenly when my eyes are gone now, I'm like, what do I do with this fitness now? I don't know anything other than military. I had already enrolled for a course in cyber security prior to the accident. Now the days in hospital were totally busy on rehab exercises. I was preparing for the exam, and I was also looking for opportunities as a blind man to survive. I would ask my friends to read out stories about successful blind people all over the world, try to get in touch with them, and also explore opportunities going forward. I faced the brunt of social stigma from all walks of life, but I never gave up. I was patient, I was humble, and I could understand people's mentality better as the day progressed. My patience paid off. I was getting right contacts. When people saw that I'm doing good with my opportunities, they gave more support. Then I got in touch with more people who are like-minded, and today internet, mobile phones, this makes us connect better. I was always a sportsman, both in my school days and in military training days. So after the injury, my doctors told me that the implant in my left arm would restrict me from taking part in rigorous activities. I had a hip dislocation, because of which I was not able to jump. But I had one thing in mind, that is, no matter how long it takes, I want to be on my feet and I want to explore adventure and sports to the best of my abilities. I read extensively on sports, especially for vision impaired. I would watch many YouTube videos with my screen readers, take notes, and out of my research I could understand that there is mammoth potential for winning a medal in Paralympics if one goes in the right direction. I read about Abhinav Bindra's Center for Excellence, which deals with sports recovery through physiotherapy. I went to them, spent almost 6 months with them to understand the physiology of muscles, joints, and I started working on small muscle groups. It took me 4 years to have all the implants in my body removed. Once I did that, I started working on physiotherapy and regained strength. Gradually, I started running and working out in the gym. Siachen was an interesting experience. After I recovered from most of my injuries, some of the photos we took in the gym where I regularly work out was circulated amongst my friends. So I got an opportunity to take part in this expedition in 2021. We had veteran para-commandos, the army which is deployed in Siachen Glacier, and the Ministry of Justice to support this expedition. The aim was to take 8 people with disabilities to the world's highest battlefield at 16,000 feet. As a vision impaired person, the challenges that I faced were unique. I had to climb steep slopes filled with boulders, and it used to be a narrow path. If I slip, I'll fall 100 feet below in thick ice, and there is no way of getting back. More than me, I had to appreciate the courage of people who took me along, the Army Para-Commandos. People started recognizing me as a world record holder for Siachen. But to me, that was a beginning of an ambitious path in sports. I started my journey into sports with resistance from all areas. Even my people who were very close to me were not happy to take me around, spend hours in the gym or a swimming pool. While I was doing my national camp for swimming, a typical day would comprise of 4 to 5 hours of swimming every day, 1 hour in the gym, 1 hour for physiotherapy, and when I go home, I'm totally exhausted. Winning gives confidence, not just to me, to all the stakeholders. And these stakeholders gave me opportunities. In 2021, after the Siachen Glacier expedition, I was given opportunity by Army Paralympic node to pursue swimming. Of course, the doctors were not happy about my decision. In fact, I was the first vision impaired army officer to enter into such sport. The coaches did not know how to train me. However, the army coaches were willing to learn from the videos which are available on internet. I used to read books. I would take these inputs, go to the army coaches, and we would experiment together. 18 months later, I broke 2 national records in Paralympic swimming. I chose swimming because I'm totally independent inside a swimming pool. Let's say a vision impaired person needs to hold somebody's hand if he has to walk, trek, run, or even needs assistance inside a gymnasium. But inside a swimming pool, we have lanes which separate one swimmer from another, and I can swim independently by touching the lane. And it's such a dynamic sport where I got to understand a lot about breathing, many techniques like swimming vertically, swimming horizontally, underwater swimming, breath holds, diving. So it was so much fun. Today I am here at AMU because every small opportunity that I got, I did well with the best possible resources. Winning a medal in Olympics is not about doing what you can with the best of your abilities. No, it is about acquiring the best resources, the best coaches, the best techniques. Everything has to be best, and you should be in the best form as much as possible. Mind, body, everything should be tuned to be the best in the world. It's not Siachen, not swimming, no, nothing. It is actually the exam which is called UGC National Eligibility Test. I cleared it in 2024. In fact, 11 lakh applicants had taken this exam, and out of which only 3% get to qualify this. I scored 95 percentile in the subject called Management Studies, Human Resource Management and Labor Laws. It's not about studying which was difficult, rather collecting material and making it accessible. Okay, so I'd explained to you how I use mobile phones to read and write on my own, but it's not always possible to get everything as a soft copy. In fact, most of the civil tuitions that were available, they were not willing to provide accessible study material. So I had to take books, take printouts, convert them and organize them, then take notes according to my convenience. And then it took me almost 2.5 years to just collect the notes for all the chapters that were available. You know, the exam was so tough. You know, they'll ask suddenly in Mines Act what is section 2H, and the answers would be very, very long. You know, there will be like 4 options given. 2H is about the minimum wages, 2H is about women employed in mines, 2H is about etc. etc. And the answers will also be complicated, like option 1 and 2 is correct, 2 and 3 may not be wrong, etc. etc. So just imagine I have to write the exact same, I have to take the exact same questions with my eyes closed when somebody is reading it out for me. So a mock test, a full mock test would take minimum 4 hours or more. So how many of you can get an assistant who can do this for you? And it was very difficult. In fact, the most difficult I would say, and I have no courage to attempt it anymore, but I'm very happy that I've cleared it successfully, and this score is valid forever. This can make me an assistant professor in all academic institutions run by central and state. So 4 years, extremely hard work, tenacity, help from multiple stakeholders, and that's how I could clear this exam. We have physical disabilities of all kinds, locomotor disabilities, people without arms, legs, mental disabilities, people with vision loss, etc. All of this is covered by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So there's something called the RPWD Act, Rights for Person with Disability Act of 2016, which says people should get equal opportunities and they should not be rejected merely on grounds of their disability. And it is because of this that people like me get opportunity to study, workplace adjustments, reasonable accommodations in work environment, and all of this is possible only because of this act. Army, by its Memorandum of Understanding with Paralympic Committee of India in 2022, agreed to train Army soldiers who lose their limbs, or let's say become physically disabled. We have the Army Paralympic node located in Pune. This was set up in 2017, which trains these personnel who are disabled while in service to be sportsmen. We have produced numerous national medals. People have gone to Olympics. We have numerous Asian Games medals also. So it is about opportunity, not sympathy. This weapon, a 10-meter air rifle, is my bread, butter, jam and everything. Okay, so this is called a cheek piece. Here is the butt. We have the bolt where this is where we insert the pellet. So this entire thing, all these small screws that you've got, everything can be removed, everything can be modified. The angle of this butt can change like this or this. It can go up and down. This can go like this, it can go up and down, it can go down completely, this can be totally removed. We can put a new set of butt from other weapons. We can change the handle, we can change this. Here is the trigger can go here. Everything about this equipment can change so long as it is in the Paralympic Committee guidelines. So a shooter, if he has to win a medal, he has to find which setting suits him. Let's say last month I was shooting with the cheek piece here. Today my cheek piece has gone like this, and now I could score 2 points better than the last month. And this thing continues till the time we win a world championship or win the highest medal possible. To do all of this, one needs a lot of knowledge. And this knowledge in AMU has come through decades. Successful shooters like Vijay Kumar, Jitu Rai. Last year we had Sandeep going to Olympics, and all of these people, they transfer this knowledge from generation to generation, and we have the best of everything. And today if I want the butt of a different weapon, I have weapons of all kinds in the armory. We can add anything, remove anything, change anything, customize anything, and the armory that we have has got a first class potential to make world class shooters. I know where I am. I know where I'm going to be. A man who knows where he is going will always find his way. My aim is to win the world championship, and I know here in AMU I am on the right track.